All right, I'm gonna go give this a first test run.
It's just weird getting used to jumping this and jumping the truck and jumping.
All right, cleared the first jump. Morning, welcome to Netcruzer RC. All right, we're at Crestwood RC Raceway for the first time here in 2023, and this is also going to be the debut of my new E-buggy, the E-buggy TEKNO EB48 2.1. Just got it built out, have not driven it at all yet, so we're going to go out for a first test run. All right, this is the TEKNO EB48 2.1, first run with it. It has new rear shocks, new front shocks, new rear arms, new diffs. It has a lot of changes. Anyway, the sun is just coming up. It's not really great for filming right now. We're gonna have to show it off to you later, after it gets dirty, unfortunately. We're gonna go out for the first run now. All right, here we go. First run of the new E-buggy. We're gonna go out on track now and see how it goes. I'm gonna go give this a first test run.
It's just weird getting used to jumping this and jumping the truck and jump so much easier. Just kind of like.
Okay. All right, cleared the first jump. That's a huge win. Not used to this track at all. So far it seems very well, whoa, very well controlled. All right, happy with that. The setup, whoop, ooh, that's a hard to gauge corner. That one too. That might be my hardest part of the track, just because you're not used to depth perception there. So I'm at 24 mil ride height front, 26 mil ride height rear as a first try, and I'm on box stock kit setup of the EB48 2.1. Whoa. And I'm stuck in the pipe. All right, well, good first test. All right, well, no wonder I couldn't get over that. There's a big nail there. Just watering the track now. We've just finished Qual 1 and about to start Qual 2. I'm running the TEKNO EB48 2.1 for the first time, and that went pretty well, but first up I had short course.
John Kennedy.
We'll try. Whoa.
Anthony Galuzzo.
Sometimes the sunshade obscures my own eyes. Oh, oh, oh. With style.
Brad Hunter.
And this is also the first time I'm racing this short course truck. Now, this is actually an SCT 410. When I purchased this used, I bought an SCT 410.3, but after inspecting it and seeing a real 0.3, I realized, hey, wait a second, this isn't the 0.3 because it has the different style pills. It doesn't have the flat bottom arms. So it's not a 0.3, which means it's an original. It's a 2015 era truck, but it is handling quite okay for it being a first generation. Got to keep on throttling the air.
Dave?
Flies like a short course fly.
Samantha?
You gotta really be, whoa!
Brad?
Gotta really be careful on throttle.
Anthony.
batteries though, I am trying the Gens Ace drag batteries, which I showed you over the winter, and I'm still running them in this race, but because I procrastinated and I did not solder the big 7mm bullets onto the direct ESC leads, I'm running through adapters. I was top qualifier in my Qualifier 1 with this. We're running mixed short course truck with E-buggy, and I was leading that whole qual until the last minute when the Dean's connector disconnected. Just unfortunate luck. I've tried to secure it now in a way that that's not going to happen, because this is the only way I can currently power these batteries, because these use huge bullets. So that's the short course truck, which is actually doing okay. Tire wise here, this is a kind of like a loose and loamy style track. So we're running kind of pin style block tires, and these are just using what I had, but they're gripping okay. Onto the E-buggy. This is the first ever race day of the E-buggy. I did add a chassis protector for here because this place is full of rocks and stuff, so try and save that new chassis. You can see how dirty it is after one qualifier run. But for a box stock setup, it's actually handling pretty well, and I'm not going to make any changes. I do wish I had a slightly softer tire. These are medium long wear. The tread pattern is correct. The hardness, they're a bit hard, so it's a little skatey out there, but I still might be my best option. I did bring a lot of tires, but I'm not entirely sure that I have anything more appropriate. So I do have a whole duffel bag full of tires here, but a lot of them are set up for like a higher grip oiled track like Bego or Otterville, so I don't really have much for this type of a track. Anyway, we're going to go out, run the 2 more qualifiers. No, only 1 more qual. Doing 2 quals and then right into the mains all in one day. So I don't really have a whole lot of time for test and tune. I'm just going to keep running, see how we do. Just on lunch break, halfway through qual 2. Thought I'd talk about what tires I'm running. Just what I had. Actually, these came. This used short course came with these tires, Proline Stunners. These feel like they're in a soft compound. They're pretty worn down in the middle, but are gripping up very well. On the front, I put on these Mega Grips, which are also a tire that just happened to come with this truck, and they're working up better than the Positron style tires that I had for this, because all my other tracks are like a hard pack surface. This is a loose and loamy. Alright, good news with the short course is that the connectors held and I finished the qual, but I did not do as well this time, so Dennis with the other short course, he did out-qualify me this time. So anyway, we're going to go into the mains. I'm probably going to be in the B main and the E-buggy / short course. And on the new E-buggy, I'm running J Concepts Reflex, and I believe this is a double red, which is a medium long wear, and like I said, it's a little bit too hard of a compound, but I'm getting around okay. You just got to be careful about applying throttle in the loose stuff, because you're not getting the amount of grip that you would normally have. But also, that's just in general, stay out of the loose stuff. Yeah, so the day's going pretty well. Also, like I said, I'm on a box stock setup, and I'm also on the box stock diff oils. And this car does not, at least on this type of conditions, does not diff out the front like the 2.0 did, where I was blowing off the bead on the front. But also this track is a lot less grip that I'm used to, so that might be part of it too. Anyway, yeah, I'm very happy with the initial box stock setup of the EB48 2.1. So my mains are done. I don't quite remember what I've told you so far. So let's start with short course truck. So in short course truck, during the main, I unfortunately had a DNF again. And it's because I was running these batteries. Not that there's anything wrong with these batteries, but I've been trying them, just testing them out. But they run gigantic bullet connectors, right? And I didn't put these, so they're either 7 or 8 mil. I didn't solder those onto my lead, so I was going through adapters. I was going from there's an EC5 connector on the speed control to Dean's. So I'm using the cable that comes with this battery to charge it. So I was going through Dean's to this. This adapter got so hot that it desoldered during the race. So that's 2 of these now that I've killed today, causing 2 DNFs. Now, it was still a fun battle, but you can see up in the body there's actually some solder splatter up in there somewhere. Mostly it was air control. Trying to figure out air control with this was really hit or miss.
Sound down. 8 minutes and 4 seconds. Sorry guys, 4 seconds off. Dennis, who set up your short course? Because I know it wasn't you. Or did you buy it set up?
And I was also noticing some fade, and that was all because these adapters were screwing me over. So I should know better. Do not run adapters. If I'm gonna continue to run these, which I do like it, but the thing that kind of gets me is that this is the only Gens Ace Redline pack that is not a high voltage. So I have to remember when I'm charging this versus my others to switch back and forth on the charger, high voltage and not high voltage. So that could burn me at some point. I just always have to remember this is not a high voltage pack. I need to figure out my connector situation. That was totally the whole problem with this. But I got second overall. There was only 3 of us. Third guy was Portnoy. Dennis beat me in short course, and I got second. On to the E-buggy. E-buggy was an awesome battle with Nathan Glover. He runs S-Works.
At a 6.
If I win this, you get a bump to the A, and it's double A main.
Brad Claus.
His first 2 finishes.
Then Brad Hunter is 7.
But Nathan behind me in the all pink is very fast.
Fred is 8. All right, drivers, on the sound of the tone.
I think the tone is way too low. Nathan tried to send it, and it bit him. I qualified second in the B, so I was in the contention for the bump ups. The leader, which was an S-Works driver, me and Tekno, and then Nathan as an X-Works driver. And I was in that bump up spot until the very end. So I got that whole race on video. I'll try and show it to you if it's acceptable, because I'm using a chest cam here because there's a overhang that goes over the driver's stand, and that overhang sits like here, so I can't use my normal head cam. So it's actually a big difference. I was testing it today. Like normally you turn your head a lot, right? And that way the camera's always pointing on the right way. So I was running it as like a hanging upside down off my chest. Not sure how good it's gonna look.
John's 4 seconds behind Sheldon. Nathan 6 seconds behind John. Wyatt 8 seconds behind Nathan. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 down, 5 to go.
I think I'm going to get a podium picture with the short course, even though that kind of feels like a bit of a consolidation prize to me at this point. But yeah, so overall, good day of racing. Made it through the day without any catastrophic breakages. The only thing was, short course was the electronic connector issue. That was stupid. E-buggy though, man, E-buggy out of the box. Really happy with how that 2.1 works out of the box. So like I said, I'm on the box kit setup.
Yellow and neon green. That's your second place behind you. When he's close, let him by. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, we got 2.5 down, 5.5 to go.
So I just followed the manual exactly for how you set all your geometry up. And I really contemplated about that if I wanted to try that, because there's a couple of good setup sheets out there. But I decided to just go with box stock, because that's what I did with my 2.0, and it was pretty good. With this, I'm even happier with its performance out of the box than the 2.0 was. And after getting a couple runs in, it really seems like those new diffs kind of break in. It does take a couple of runs to get those new diffs to break in, because they're really aggressive. They have more aggressive spider gears, less oil. I do owe you an overview video about what's different on that I noticed on the 2.1 versus the 2.0. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you aren't here, subscribe. If you want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching. First race day done of the outdoor off-road season of 8th scale RC racing.